let's move on to the Paramour sessions in 2006. So this is your last album with the band. 4 singles: To Be Loved, Forever, Time Is Running Out, and Reckless. The album is named in reference to the Paramour Mansion. So you guys recorded the album there. Is there anything you can share about that location while recording?
Yeah, we did. We recorded it at the Paramour in LA, and a couple of things I can tell you is that its elevation. Sits on top of a hill in the middle of like the east side of LA, like East Hollywood. It's in the neighborhood of where I was born, right? So the hospital I was born at, literally right down the street from the Paramour. I was born at Queen of Angels Hospital in East Hollywood. And so going back there to record kind of felt like I was able to kind of like do some archaeology into my own life with that, because I would pass by the hospital I was born at. Like every day I would see our window. It sits on top. It's the highest point inside LA city limits. It was built by an heiress named Daisy. I think I want to say Daisy, is it Canfield? Daisy Canfield Danziger, who was married to an actor. And the story of that place, like if you Google that place, it's got a long and like very storied past. You know what I mean? Like it's been a reform. I want to say a reform school for wayward kids. It's been the nuns. There's Catholic. It's been like a nunnery, like a home for nuns, Catholic church. It's been its current owner, Dana, who owns it now, and she owned it when we recorded there. She rents it out for events, and it's like an artist kind of sanctuary. So there's been a ton of artists who've recorded albums there. While we were there recording and writing that, we wrote and recorded the song there, and then did overdubs at Howard Benson's studio in the Valley. But the bulk of the album was recorded there in the house. While we were there, Mars Volta was there working on stuff, right? Chino from the Deftones was writing Saturday Night Wrist there. He was living in one of the auxiliary houses. So like we'd all just be like seeing each other, like milling around, and we'd have dinners and barbecues and things. Sometimes we'd invite the guys over and, come over, like we're cooking carne asada tonight, like let's hang out, whatever. There was a few of those nights there. The place is haunted as fuck. I'll tell you that. Haunted.
I've heard stories, and to give our listeners kind of a visual of this mansion, at one point it was listed for sale for like $40 million. So you're thinking of a normal mansion. This is a $40 million mansion. So wild.
It's pretty crazy, man. And the crazy thing about it is, I think because it's a historical landmark. It's got so much personality, and it's an expensive property. I think Katy Perry tried to buy it after, like, I forget, like I ran into Dana a couple years ago, and she was telling me, she's like, I'm in a legal battle right now with Katy Perry. She's trying to buy the Paramour or something like that. Like, so anyway, different story. But it's an amazing place. The vibes in that place, according to Dana, she said that it was designed by Masonic architect, and it sits on top of ley line, if you know what those are. Like, so ley line are like electromagnetic, etheric grid lines that run across Earth, right? So if you get into some more esoteric studies, you'll learn about what ley lines are. And it sits right on top of the intersection of, I want to say, at least 2, maybe more ley lines sit around, and the house is sitting on top of that. And so the energy level in that place, you want to talk about being a conduit, like conducting energy. I mean, like, dude, it was game on from the time we walked on that property. And the weird thing is, as soon as you walk in the gate, like, our cell phones wouldn't work. And we're like, how come our cell phones don't work? They only work when we go outside the gate. She's like, that's just like, I think Dana ascribed it to the spirits, right, on the property. Like, they wouldn't let the cell phone work. So one night I was trying to make a call. I think I was trying to call my parents, and I'm inside my room in the place, and I have no bars, and I literally said out loud, I'm like, could you please just let me call my parents? I'm trying to call my mom and dad, please. Just let me make this one call. and my phone fired up and I was able to complete the call, but I had to like ask the spirit to let me call out, dude. It's wild, dude.